What is up, Sagittarius? This is your TarotScope reading for the next 2 weeks. My name is Kristen Lightwork. I'm a professional validated psychic medium and tarot reader, and I'm here to help you come through in the most aligned ways for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so let's just get into it. I'm going to start with what is the theme that's going to be coming up for my Sagittarius crew. This can be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I also recommend to check your Venus placement. I think it's imperative to see the whole picture, but do what you want to do. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's see. So what is the theme for my Sagittariuses? So any of those Sagittarius placements, let's just see what the theme of the next 2 weeks is going to be. And we got two cards here. We got the Chariot card and the Seven of Wands. You are moving on some things. All right. The Seven of Wands tells me that there's been some challenges coming up that have really activated your internal pursuits, your internal bravery, your internal courage about something. You might have been really having to speak your mind, speak up. You might be going through something that can feel very triggering, and you are being asked to build up the strength, build up the courage to make the changes you need to make. All right. There are changes on the horizon, and the only thing that is delaying them is you. Just saying that. Okay. Don't get offended, but that is what it is, right? We all can usually call ourselves out on that. And right now, the Seven of Wands is we're having to have a lot of courage to cross the next bridge. We're having to have a lot of courage to get over and through the wall that we have built up about something. Okay. The Chariot card is it's a fast-paced journey, babe. It's fast-paced. You got a lot of things going on here. Usually means success. The Chariot is like if there was a big roadblock in the middle of the road for months and then all of a sudden it's clear and the road just starts moving forward freely, right? That's how this feels. It feels like, wow, I have to take action and things are going to come with it that are going to feel fast paced. So if you've been having to make a decision or a choice and you've been putting it off because you kind of feel like it's not the right time or you don't know if you're ready yet, timing, listen, there's no such thing as a perfect or right time to do anything. All right. It's more about, are you aligned to do it? And you are, you just keep putting it off. And the more you put it off, the more you're changing your timelines. Okay. The more you're changing how the success can be from something. And so I feel like the next 2 weeks, you've got a decision to make, or you've got this, conversation to have. You have an event that is requiring you to be present, be focused in it. You're moving forward with a change and it's happening. All right. And there's going to be transitions coming right in with it. Okay. This is going to be taking you right into your next doorway of life. Like literally, it's like, it feels like you could be like, maybe this is a job change. Maybe this is a physical move somewhere. Maybe this is a relationship situation that you're changing. Okay. Some big aspect coming in here. So let's get a little bit more clear on this situation for my Sagittarius crew. What is the clarity, Spirit? What do we need to know? If you haven't done it yet, please hit the subscribe and like this reading if you like it. If it resonates with you, show me that it does by a little like there, okay? Subscribe, of course, to never miss a beat. All right, what's the clarity? What do we need to see? What is that clarity that my Sagittarius crew needs to see? The Five of Pentacles, it can feel lately that there's not enough resources. You can feel like you don't have enough resources to make something happen, or you don't have all your things in place. You feel like you can't do it because the Five of Pentacles always represents lack. Okay. So when that's coming up, it's like you feel like you don't have as much as you do, or you feel, again, you feel like it's not the right time, or something's not working out right, or what's going to happen. What else do you need to know? What else do we need to know? The Ten of Cups, it could be absolutely connected to family, could absolutely be connected to other people in the situation, could absolutely be connected to this affects more than just you. Okay. And so you could be possibly worried about the effects of this happening with other people in this group or this setting. Okay. You could be worried, especially if this is a relationship and you have kids, you could be worried about the kids or worried about some change in that. This can also be, if it's not a relationship aspect, but it is yourself, you are comfortable. And this change is putting you out of comfortability. Now, Sagittarius is, they can move, right? They can flip a switch, all right? And in a good way. I love Sagittariuses. I have a lot of Sagittarius friends. And the reason why we get along so well is because Sagittarius energy can detach just as quick as an Aquarius can. You can flip into different events, different modes of yourself. You can put on your business self to put on your normal self. Okay. And so I think with that being said, I think you're just really, you might be really comfortable or nervous that this change, this shift is going to break up your comfortability about something. What else do we need to know here for the next 2 weeks? What do we need to know with this clarity about this, Spirit? What do we need to know? Ace of Swords, there's a message, there's communication, there's a conversation that is going to happen. It has to happen. It's a change in the wind. All right. There's an absolute like direction that we're going. This Ace of Swords here. Let me show that bow and arrow here as well. Okay. Also like Artemis energy, obviously, with that sign. Okay. We're taking a stand. You have to. It feels like there's this energy where it's like you kind of have to make some change, some shift in your life right now, Sagittarius is, and it's coming into play. And I feel like it has a lot to do with what you're vocalizing over the next 2 weeks. So what do we need to know about that? What do we need to know about Sagittarius vocalizing what they need to say, Spirit? What do we need to know about this Ace of Swords? What do you need to know? Seven of Swords. Oof. Okay, I need one more card here. One more. What else? Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords. What about it? This is a card. The Magician. Here's the thing. You are trying to maneuver something, man. Sagittarius, you are trying to maneuver and navigate stuff over the next 2 weeks. The Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, usually to me represents strategy, can also represent people using strategy against you, not seeing everything super clearly. You can also be the person that's trying not to show all your cards. And the Magician card is taking action. It is the divine masculine energy of making things happen. All right. You are an alchemist of energy. You are bringing things to you. You manifested this. It's kind of the situation. I feel this vibe where there might have been something where you wish, like you could have wished for something a while ago. Like you literally could have been like, man, I wish this would work out, or I wish I'd have the opportunity for this, or I wish this relationship would come together. Or if you're in a relationship, you could have wished that something else would pull you away from a relationship. Like literally, that's the energy here. And now it's happening, and you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oops. Now what do I do? You have to go with the change. I'm sorry. Sagittarius, it's time to evolve. This is good. It just feels like we might be dragging our feet about one piece of it. And you're not going to be able to anymore because the strategies and we think that we can strategize our way out, and Spirit is like, stop thinking and get moving. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Get out of this comfortability or whatever is making us feel like we can't express and change and shift, because now is the time to act on it. Now is the time to make these plans happen. Okay. Overall, it's great. Okay. Overall, you have great intentions, but there is a block or there's a hidden aspect that has to be released, that has to be shifted, that has to change. And there's already been so many steps. I'm going to be real. The Seven of Swords here with the Ace of Swords and the Magician, you might have made so many steps, so many decisions, especially if you were trying to be more hidden about it. Okay. And you won't be able to. It's like, it's too much. It's like trying to have control over this. There's no way to anymore. You got to have a conversation. You got to make this next step. You got to take that change. There's a bridge you're being asked to walk over, and now is the time. Maybe this is shifting your professional aspect. Okay. Maybe there's something where it's like you've been wanting to shift, you've been wanting to get a new job, you've been wanting to go to a new company, and you just don't know. And it's like, all right, well, here's your opportunity to, let's get real about it. Okay. You want to change your life, you want to do new things in your life, you want to connect to different people, all that stuff. Now is the time to break away from what you think you had to do, or all of that sort of stuff, whatever comfortability you're so comfortable sitting. It's time to break away from it now, because now is the time. The doorway is here for you to step into it. So step into it. Okay. Step into your new life. You wanted it. That's how it feels. Listen, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, and you will love that you get it, but you hate how things have to go to get it. That's how it feels. You might not like you might not hate, maybe hate is a strong word, but you're frustrated by the steps it has to take to actually get to it. You wish you could just go A to B, but which you can, but you wish you could just go to the final point of success, the final point of reception, the final point of, okay, I'm now aligned in my new life. And that's just not what it takes. You got to build into it. And these points are building. What do you need to know? What's the situation that you need to know about for the next 2 weeks for my Sagittarius crew? What do we need to see, Spirit? What do we need to see for the Sagittarius? Okay. The Three of Wands, the Seven of Wands again, okay? And then we have the Knight of Wands. When we real, the Three of Swords is heartbreak, grief, loss, letting go, all right? Great sadness that will heal with time, letting go of the past, personal growth that comes from challenges, all right? The Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself, challenging those in power, moving forward, not being afraid to move forward for yourself, okay? The Seven of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Wands here, fast-paced energy, passionate, confident, charismatic, trust your instincts, stay focused. Events require immediate action. What you need to see about the next 2 weeks and what to look out for is there's something that has to be healed. It feels like there is a conversation or something that has to happen, some big shift. It does cause a little bit of grief or maybe a lot of grief depending on you and what you're going through. And you have to move forward with it. You have to face the grief. You have to face this heaviness. This is like knowing you have to have a conversation that you're dreading. You got to have that dreaded conversation this week, okay? Move with it. Move forward with it. Cross the bridge. Have the conversation. Have the moment. Announce the new direction. Move forward on the bridge and get going. Take action, okay? This Knight of Wands is fast-paced. Stay focused, all right? That's what it is. It feels like for some of you, you literally could be having conversations about relationships where you're ending them. And you're like, okay, I have to end this and this is why, but you've been nervous and you've been putting it off, okay? You've missed the expiration date. It's already expired. Now we just have to rip the Band-Aid off, okay? And I'm not saying everybody has to be in that boat, but there are some of you that will be in that boat. And now is the time for that, okay? The other aspect is with this is sometimes you have to just express your truth, whether you feel like it's going to let people down or not. You have to do it because it's preventing you. There's something that has to be said this week, my Sagittarius crew. You have to get over it to move across the bridge so then you can pull forward, move forward into this next aspect of your life. So don't be afraid of being brave and standing up for this next evolution in your life that you want, that you wanted to bring in, okay? We're here. You can do it. Let's get into what's the life lesson facing you this week. What is the life lesson for the Sagittarius crew? You got to let go of the past and move forward. What do we need to know? The past. Literally, that's how spirit works. The past. Sorry, just the timing. And so I listened as my soul told me to let the past go so that I may awaken to how much I have grown. I'm not trying to laugh, but it's like, of course, as I'm saying it, of course we get that card. What's the life lesson to face? Your past, okay? The past. I'm going to read it again. And so I listened as my soul told me to let the past go so that I may awaken to how much I have grown. This is about releasing, rebirth, and spring. Your past is coming back right now for you to let it go, for you to move forward, for you to move forward. We're not to remain in the past. We have to cross that bridge to the next elevation of our life, okay? And that's what you're going to be faced with this week. These are big changes, big decisions. It feels like heavy conversations. Give yourself some grace as you're doing that. You're doing a great job. Great job. When we are going through evolution and having to have those conversations, those big choices and decisions, remind yourself you are doing an amazing job because how many people shy away from making big changes in their life? How brave you are to say you deserve to make these changes. You deserve the happiness you want. You deserve to go after that big job. You deserve to elevate your life. Even if it feels hard to everybody else on the outside, you have the capacity to do it. You just also have to get yourself to do it. Okay. What does the universe want you to know? What does the universe want you to know? Understanding, and this is about the hearts, all right? Understanding is the key to deep connections. Understanding you, all right? This is also keys to hearts this week. All right. You might have some empathy and feel empathy towards situations. You might receive more understanding about a situation than you realize. You might be thinking, no one's going to understand me. No one's going to get this. Actually, you're wrong. You're wrong. People do understand you. You're going to have a new understanding for yourself. Okay. Transformation. Sorry. It's here. You're here. You're at that point. Stop putting it off. Transformation is the soul's evolution. Get with it. One more. Well, there's two more. Safety. Okay. You are safe to make these next changes. Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments. About to have a coughing attack. So sorry. And confidence. Believe in your worth and your abilities. Believe in yourself. Understand transformation and safety and confidence. Understand that you are safe and you should have confidence to make this next evolution and transition in your life. What is your energetic outfit? The energetic embodiment, okay, that you need for the next 2 weeks for my Sagittarius. What is that energetic outfit for the Sagittarius? Correct. The traveler, move in a new direction. Listen, again, Sagittarius, it's time for a change. Time for a change. Move in a new direction. And last but not least, angel guidance here. What is the angel guidance you need to know? From your spirit guides, from your archangels, what is that angel guidance you need to know right now as we move forward into the next 2 weeks? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Guardian angel, you have a guardian angel on your side. Your loved ones are absolutely with you. If you felt like you've had, I'm definitely getting grandmother energy. If you feel like you've had your grandmother around you lately, and feeling like you felt her presence, I feel like she's absolutely coming through, coming forward to you. I know that is not for necessarily everybody, but I'm sensing a lot of grandmother energy with this card present here. Feels like there's a grandmother that is absolutely having her hand in helping you through something. She is trying to pull you out of a relationship. This feels specific to someone that is in a relationship that is no longer evident for you. No longer that has expired. Like there's something where it's like, listen, this is not it. This isn't it. And so your guardian angel is trying to pull you forward. Your guardian angel is trying to help you move forward. Okay. And with this also being said, they're just telling you you're very protected. Your loved ones are with you. And this time you are allowed to move forward in a new direction. If that has been a block for you where you're like, oh my gosh, it's against my family and all that stuff, that's going to be lifted, and your family doesn't want you to feel that way in the spiritual realm. Okay. Guardian angel is you are having spiritual encounters with those that you've lived with before. Okay. You are having a spiritual encounter and still a spiritual relationship with your loved ones that have crossed over, and they are with you this week. So please know that if you have been feeling the spiritual signs and feeling like also like I'm getting like daisies. So I don't know if there's like getting daisies or the symbol of a daisy or having like daisy flowers or a name Daisy, something with daisies. Okay. Or something about daisies. I can't get away from that. Please know it's a sign for you. Okay. And please know that your loved ones are just trying to show you that you're not alone in this transition. Sagittarius, you're not alone. Your loved ones are with you, and they want you to be reminded of that and put on your brave pants and take action and accountability for the next evolution of your life. Because you're here. The only one putting it off is you. Next 2 weeks is time for action. Love, light, and blessings. Talk to y'all so soon.